What's going on, guys? This is an Arcane design that, well, we'll get into it, but this is the Pretheon, and Arcane design is not typically, they don't typically have the designs and the knives that I like, okay? This one is different. I really do like this one. I am going to have a question for you guys as we go through this, so please comment down below so that your thoughts, because it's going to make a difference. Stay tuned and you'll find out. So this came in from Aussie Mike. Here is a little bit about this particular knife, if it would focus, just to give you an idea. It's brand new, just came to me. It will get down to Australia at some point because it's going to go from me to a Therapeutic Edge here shortly and get his take on it as well. Let's just dive right in. Of course, it's Aussie Mike, so he bought the most expensive version. This is the Damasteel Blade all titanium. Runs you about 640 bucks. Okay, they do make one with an S35 VN blade and G10, which will run you 200 bucks. Or you can step it up to 20 CV and titanium for 365. In all of them, you are getting a steel liner, G10 scales or titanium scales, and your choice of blades. They also have their choice of finish. Satin blades, blacked out blades, raw titanium, black titanium, mix and match to your heart's content. I love it. Runs on bearings. It is a front flipper if that is your thing. You can choke up, again, if that's your thing. Also, thumb studs for us normal people. Okay? Ambidextrous deep carry pocket clip. Now, the pocket clip is done differently than a lot. This is not the first pocket clip to attach to the top of the backspacer. Okay? This is a common thing. It does happen. But it's very cool. It makes it very clean. It makes it work really well in and out of the pocket. And when you reverse it, there's no holes left over on the opposite side. Things like that, right? A lot of times you'll get like with the Spyderco, if you go to reverse this clip, well, you've got that left over. Or here, because you can do it in 4 positions. When you attach it to the back of the backspacer like this, well, it's just there. Heck, you could take it off, put the screw back in, have no pocket clip, and you wouldn't have any leftover holes, recesses, or any indication that there was a pocket clip there. All right, so let's take a close-up look at this beautiful Damasteel. I don't know what pattern this is. There are a lot of different Damasteel patterns, so I'm sure this has a name, but I don't know what it is. Beautiful titanium, carbon fiber inlays with a twist. We'll come back to that. Titanium backspacer, again, carbon fiber inlays. Typically, again, on Damasteel blades, you're not getting any sort of markings. They're not putting their logo on here. They're not putting the blade steel. No, because you don't want to break up that pattern, right? You don't want to make it look goofy. Inside, there is some really good milling. Let's see if we can, see if I can get the light in the right spot. You can see there's deep pockets for milling, for weight saving. They put their logo there, name on the inside of the backspacer. And then you see this inset liner lock. So the inset part is, well, it's kind of hidden as you close the blade. All you see is the lock cutout. The rest of it is recessed into this side of the titanium, which is different than a standard liner lock where you see the entire lock. Okay, that's your difference between an inset lock, inset liner lock, or just a regular liner lock. You will also hear it called a nested liner lock. So let me show you what is up with the scales. Oh, these inlays glow in the dark. Okay. So this leads me to my question that I need your help on. In the package came Damascus inlays that can replace that carbon fiber inlay. It also came with a Damascus backspacer. Again, here is how the pocket clip is attached. You can see it's kind of recessed there for it in either direction. So my question to you guys is, would you like me to change these to the Damascus ones and see kind of a breakdown of that? I'll take this all apart because one, to change the backspacer, you kind of have to take it apart. Although because there's some pins, I could kind of spread it apart a little bit. But what they did, which was very cool, is you notice there's a screw here. And they actually sent a second set of carbon fiber inlays that also glow. They're the same. I don't know, just an extra pair. So you could just take this one screw out, pop the inlay off, pop the new inlay on. With the Damascus inlays, they actually sent additional hardware for each side because it's hard to see on the inside. There is a different screw hole, basically. So it's going to attach the Damascus scale inlay is going to attach from the backside. So it's a much cleaner look. Okay. So that's what I need you guys to tell me. If you would like me to do a video and show you the insides of this and switch that, let me know down below, please. I do love the fact that they've blacked out the liner lock, the clip, all that is great. So let's dive into some of the specs just real quick for you. It's 4 inches closed, 7 1/4 overall, 3.1 inch blade, 0.015 behind the edge. Runs on bearings, weighs in at 3.9 ounces. And there's, whatever, the overall thickness and some of that stuff. I don't know if anybody cares about. So if you do, comment down below also. All in all, I think this is my favorite Arcane design knife by far. Normally, they're a little too futuristic, Space Invader-ish, things like that. I'll give you a couple of size comparisons. Here it is next to a Sharpie. And so they're a little bit more futuristic for me and my tastes. So I don't generally lean towards Arcane design. Spyderco Delica. Since we pulled out the full liner lock, this is the custom Hellraiser from Red Horse Knife Works. And how about the Kubi KB237? And the AA and D cell batteries, just to give you some real world things. I need to bust out the Oreo cookies again. I did just buy a new package of double stuffed Oreos. And my buddy just sent me a picture. He bought, what's it called? The most stuff Oreo cookies. It's like, I don't know. It must be at least an inch of cream filling in an Oreo. Yeah. Oh boy. Anyway, Mike, thanks for loaning this in. This is awesome. Please let me know down below about the inlays and have yourselves a fantastic day.